It's NBA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. To Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Porzingis. His first effort off the mark. Count the basket at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. De'Aaron Fox. Oh, emphatic slam.
And easy to get back on defense.
Take stock of the floor. And he's going to the line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Smith now into the front court. Down 2. Looking for his man. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Possession lies with New York. From the outside, no good.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Whoa, what a finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Fox across the timeline, trailing by 4. To Porzingis, 4-3. And Kristaps Porzingis, all in one motion, rises for the 3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. Smith. Got it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And count the basket.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
New York in control of the basketball. De'Aaron Fox. Here comes the screen. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
De'Aaron Fox to Dennis Smith Jr. And a nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. About to start the second quarter.
Substitutions, New York. Substitutions, Indiana.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Shot by Fox, off the mark. And he'll head to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. Knicks with the basketball. Smith to Fox. Short jumper off the mark. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Trying to cash in, knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. New York Knicks basketball. Smith to Fox.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Spinning shot. Won't fall. And scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Turns and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Into the front court, it's Fox. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Pacers secure the rebound. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Pacers are in a close game thus far. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Pacers start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting for the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks are keeping things exciting in a close matchup.
And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up.
Game track. Bench points.
I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed A to bring you the rest of the game.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. Oh, you double. Let's double try. Yep. You're locked up, boy.
And the finish, slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Porzingis. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Rises for the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Fox with it. The margin standing now at 7.
Pick on the left.
Smith. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Fox into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. And stuffs it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Short jumper won't go down. Smith with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Fox. Great feed, sets it up, lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Baseline drive, yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is to 5. Fox across the timeline. Looking to make something happen.
Cut it.
Shot from the lane won't go. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs, the strength of his legs through that play. That's how you get ambulance.
One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. The possession lies with New York.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He locked in. That was impressive. Cashes in for 2.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Into the front court, it's Fox. His guys trail by 10. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Pacers control.
I got him. Got him. Good track.
Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite team.
Has a chance. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time, effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Oh, big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Slam it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Nice pass to set things up. He throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
Defense, let's go.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any when attacking the rim.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Short jumper won't fall. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And you get back on defense.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. Call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
For three, not getting the bounce. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. This one to the Pacers as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers were solid in today's victory, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high-percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Here's the guys who put up the most points for the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks didn't.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.